Okay, so after the cheat war that we had there with Sparta reunited in DCA, we've had four typical wars. And one of the ways you can tell it's a typical war is the wars are decided by less than 3 points. So that 11-point blowout, just all the more validation about the modding that was going on there. I don't want to harp on that too much, but I do want to use that to lead into this war where um, we did quite well. You'll see in both our wins, we were over 90% destruction. And in the losses, 87, 89%. So that's kind of becoming a key metric is to try and get that destruction factor up there over 90%. In fact, you can see it looking down at that lower win against Tocklin. We were also over 90%. So that seems to be what we need to be targeting. Anyway, let's take a look over the war. For the most part, we didn't really have a whole lot of intentionally inactive players in there. There you see number 4, Sarge. That's actually Diddy. Went and changed his name in the middle of the war. He's been getting clobbered by TH10s. Really probably needs to reconsider or consider revising the war base. He doesn't have Infernos, makes him a 9.1. But this base is pretty wide open, and all the defenses are kind of in the outer ring. Then you've got that inner ring of resources, then more defenses in the center. So it's kind of a donut base, but for some reason, TH10 seemed to have got the number on this one. So probably one to look at for a rebuild. Anyway, they didn't bother with me at all. Turned out it's weird. They only got 2 on Swan. They got 3 on Reaver. Reaver has pretty much the same base I have. Swan has a different base. This is actually normally the easier between Reaver and Swan. So really unusual results that we saw up there. But anyway, so over here, the first one, 55% missed the town hall. I don't even remember this attack. I did it early in the war. I think I came in with a quad quake and got close, but just didn't get the town hall down. That's what that one was. And then city number 2, Reaver hit this. I hit 2 and 3. And this is really, it's kind of a weird layout. It's a lot like the farm base that I use. Normally on that one, you hit it with ground from the backside. Reaver was coming in from 9 o'clock. I did it twice and only got 1 star. It was close, very close, but didn't quite get it. And then here, literally the last seconds of the war, he built an air attack and took a shot at that and got 84%. So I'll go ahead and show this one. And really nice funneling of the dragons out there. See, dropped the poison on that. A couple really good. These dropped one of the air defenses and the multi-target Inferno. So the fact that these Inferno is pretty easy to blow through, and then brought us heroes in through the bottom, helped clean out a lot of the junk there. And yeah, 2 stars, 84%, really kind of put the cap on things. And then here, City 4, I think Swan ran drags on that early. This was a straightforward drag, so very typical for us. Got our best results with dragons high, and that resulted in the win. So similar thing here, the town hall was a little bit offset. Had a lot of the resource storage is south. I think he actually forgot to drop his hound early and still got this one. So that was a really easy city for air. In fact, we should have just gone 2, 3, hit 2, 3, and 4 with air. And we'll have taken a little of the drama out of it. And then this was me late in the war. So one of our guys, one of our really weaker nines, it's a nine that's mixed in with the eights, had a drag attack built, and I mentioned it to him in chat to please clean out the City 19, and nothing happened, nothing happened, nothing happened, and then as soon as one of our big nines, Fu hit it like within seconds, this guy came through. And then hit this city and got like 33% on it. So possible it was a real life event. We have so much history with people not wanting to clean that that's always a concern for us. And here's Diddy, now named Sarge. So he's 9.1. Doesn't have the Infernos up yet. Starting to build his army up a little bit, but you can see clearly doesn't have maxed troops here. Heroes in the mid 15s, so just not quite enough power to roll through this one. But still, very good attack there on this base. With a few more upgrades, he'll get 3 on that. And same thing, another one here, 90%. So really, if you look, I think they only had 3 nines in here, and it was yeah, that was it. It was me and Diddy Sarge that got the stars finally on the nines and got them up over 90%. So it was definitely dropping down that got that. Let me see who did this one. So E-Man did get this. He hit that relatively early in the war with a golem-based attack. Now Ayaki came in here. So it's a drag attack. Very straightforward. Drag 4 cleanup. Literally, absolutely nothing TH8 can do with a drag attack unless the attacker loses consciousness, and even that might not be enough. I think if you just get the drags out there and let them run, they're probably going to get it, but the spells, of course, help. So yeah, here's Fu. He came down, and so he was doing cleanup for us. And we absolutely needed it. We had 3/8 that were sitting out there open late in the war, and obviously Lavalunian just absolutely destroys TH8s. So this is another one, much like the drag attack. And I think one of the classic comments I think was you can roll your face on the screen with Bammy 9 versus 8 and win. And that's still the case. So nothing wrong with an attack. That's a solid win. And here's E-Man again. So yeah, TH9 dropping down on TH8. We just had a lot of dropping down in this war. That's why we weren't really sure we were going to be able to pull it out, because with that amount of dropping down, and the fact that our 10s were having trouble early on the opposition TH10s, and the fact that they 3-starred Sarge early, some big picture wasn't looking good. But the one thing that they helped us out with was they pretty much hit opposite number in the war, and that makes it a lot harder to win. So there's Galvin, and here's Ayaki's newest account. So this is our typically City 19 or 20 out of 20. But it's a TH8, and he's actually upgrading to TH9. He just built no defenses whatsoever. So when they do the war matchup, he's matched up against a very low city, but can take something much higher out. So yeah, this is not a cheat. It's an exploit There's a difference. There's a difference. Being former Valor players, we're all big on exploits, but not a cheat. So it's all done within the game. Basically, anybody can do this. Okay. In here, Elcote did get this city. That was a 7. Okay, so that was a legitimate clean with a drag 3 attack. Piece of cake. Really, drags 2 can get this. So pretty straightforward. So yeah, like I said, it's puzzling that he cleaned that one. It might have just been a timing thing, like I said. And here's he used to be Gobble Turk. Now he's apparently matriculated, got his PhD, and is now Dr. Gobble. But yeah, there you see it. This attack is versus a 6 or a 7 is just as deadly as drags 4 versus an 8. Drags 2, you just can't stop it. So it's just basically it's the easy button. Press play and go. Once again, the good news all these drag players is once they get to 10, they'll have some idea how to run drags. There's another one that Ayaki cleared. And so, yeah, this was the disappointing thing here, was the enemy's number 19 city. We're sending our number 6 guy down to clean it. So that's what the annoyance was about. We'd like to have sent Fu Man after a higher target and got the low stuff cleaned out by the lower players. So we'll have another good alt in next time. Reaver's little alt's going to be in, including him in a bar. Called the war right now, so we're going to be going pretty soon. Yeah, it's the last video I'll make for the next couple of weeks. I can only make them on home, and I'm going to be on the road for a couple of weeks, maybe 3, maybe 4. We'll see how it goes. Work's getting busy, all that kind of stuff that's not really relevant to the game, but is relevant to me pumping out these videos. But Matt also knows how to make them now, so maybe he'll start pumping some out, something like that. Anyway, good war, and moving up to perk 6 in DCA on the war we're starting now. So just a little bit better benefits in DCA.